Hi Shalom, another special treat over here. I'm in the famous road of Shmuel HaNavi Street here in Jerusalem over here. On this Wednesday morning, let's check out some scenes. Very ultra-Orthodox area in Jerusalem. Let's check this out, friends. Now down there on the right is Shimon HaTzadik Street. To the left is the Geula Kikar Shabbat neighborhood, and straight down there is Bar Ilan. So we're in the whole history here. But now this road happens to be Shmuel HaNavi, Samuel the Prophet Street over here. So here in Jerusalem. A lot of yeshivot here, a lot of buildings here. It's very ultra-Orthodox. It's nice to see the Jerusalem flag up here in very ultra-Orthodox Israel. I must say that. Happens to be Jerusalem Day soon. Over here, Chasdei Yosef, the Rabbi Esform Center we've got over here. Now over here, I think if you go down to the left, it's an area called Aiza Bira, if I'm not mistaken. Boot share. I think this is a coffee shop over here. I'm not too sure if it's a Yiddish word or not. My Yiddish vocabulary is not necessarily the best in the world, but it's nice to see. Got a cream shop over here. I think you go to Judaica store. You can see some of these buildings are classic. There's a Bet Din over here, Bet Din Sedek, where they give over different halachic renditions over here, which is very interesting. Samuel the Prophet, obviously, there's Book of Samuel inside the Torah. It's the side streets of Jerusalem. As a community, we are touring all over Jerusalem. Over here, you've got a nice makola. I remember coming here 10 and a half years ago, actually, to buy some nappies. I think my kid, for my baby, she was a baby, now she's in the bat mitzvah next year, or in 8 months' time. Different buildings here in Jerusalem. We're going to visit an American yeshiva called, I think, Aderet HaTorah over here. Wow, this is a beautiful building here. We're about to see a beautiful synagogue. Check this out. Beit Yosef Tzvi. This looks like a treat. I'm not going to go in with my phone, but it looks like a very nice synagogue there. It looks like a yeshiva. Got the side street, you can see the Sabras of Israel over here. Shmuel HaNavi Street. Beautiful. You can see the Jerusalem flag again. Friends, this road is Rehov Shmuel HaNavi, Samuel the Prophet Street over here as we explore Jerusalem. The Torah of Jerusalem, Torah to Eretz Israel. And what street is this? Yakim Street. Okay, a beautiful side road. Kochab Miyakov. This happened to be a famous rabbi there. Another big Torah institution, some oldish style buildings here in Jerusalem. Let's have another view of the road so far. A nice small square here. I'm actually going to visit a yeshiva in a few minutes. So just walking over there, so I thought why not do a live tour over here. Mostot Madnei Daniel over here. It's very nice. I wonder if there's archaeology here. This is yeshiva for students. I think actually connected to Zvil. I think it's a form of Hasidut over here. Let's actually do a short. Wow, look at Jerusalem here, friends. We're in Samuel the Prophet Street at the moment. I need to go to. I'm going to record in a yeshiva in the next few minutes. So look at the oldish style buildings of Jerusalem. Beautiful over here. You can see this could be even from the Turkish time period. You can see they don't really do these style balconies anymore. Now we've got the Rav Yosef Karo Street over here in Jerusalem. Rav Yosef Karo was the author of the Code of Jewish Law, the Shulchan Aruch, as it's known. It's a beautiful old style building over here. Amazing. There's another side street here. Okay, we're just continuing. That's Rav Yosef Karo Street over here, as I said before, the author of the Code of Jewish Law. Now look at this classic building here. It really does look like a classic building of Jerusalem. This looks like a much more newish one, the side streets of Jerusalem. This is Shirat Miriam. It looks like maybe a seminary. As we explore this famous street of Shmuel HaNavi. Here it looks like another Turkish style building. Look at these windows. You don't see windows made like this for many, many a year here in Jerusalem. Look at the trees of Israel. Now you've got a nice roundabout. You've got the Mostot HaZvil over here. This is actually quite near the Yeshivat Mir now. We are very near the famous Mir Yeshiva. And we're in proper ultra-Orthodox Israel here. And if you go down there now, on the left, you've got the Rakevet Kala, I think. So you can see a beaming Jerusalem flags over here for Yom Yerushalayim. So we did walk down here before. This is where the tram line goes down there. I think there's a Chut Shel Chesed Yeshiva of Rav Shalom Arush, the famous yeshiva here. There's a Mostot Zvil right outside there. They do a lot of smachot here. I think it's a form of Chassidut. Amazing. Court Hotel right behind. I think it's an Arab neighborhood actually quite nearby here. We've got another yeshiva here. Neve Yisrael Yeshiva over here in Jerusalem. You can see the Grand Court Hotel as we walk around Shmuel HaNavi Street. Looks like a seminary over here also. You can see it's just packed with loads of yeshivot and different Torah institutions. They actually make a beautiful picture with the trees outside there. So just check this out. Wow, this looks stunning. It's right behind the Grand Court Hotel. There's Shmuel HaNavi Street. Anyone tuning in at the moment? We're in Samuel the Prophet Street. Just doing a short tour over there. There actually going to be a lot of building work around here in this street. You know, it's actually funny. I was in a yeshiva very near here, not so far from here, for 2-3 years, and I hardly came inside this part of the street itself. I don't remember actually being here. Maybe I went once or twice, but I guess when you record these things, your recordings, you obviously remember it much better. Another classic building here in Jerusalem. Amazing Yerushalayim. Nothing beats Jerusalem, friends. Historic, but brilliant. Wishing you all a fantastic day. Take care.